Hey, this is Hassan and Naila, and we are that clay couple. Naila, you done started something.
I didn't start nothing. We don't have anybody. And you want to wait a few minutes to see who joins us? Yeah. You're always ready to go ahead and start talking.
I like talking.
I know.
Well, watch your mouth.
Hi, Erica.
Hey.
Glad to see you. Please invite other people.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to do a backtrack, and you can go ahead and talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, because you done started something. So, you put out a post, and you was talking about surrender and losing power, not losing power, something along those lines. Tell us what you was talking about, because we said we were going to introduce it today. So tell us what you was talking about.
So you don't know what it means to surrender in a relationship? We're supposed to have that.
But I mean, I'm surrendering right now. That's what I'm telling you. You do it. You know, you tell us things. So
right now you want me to surrender?
No, I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering.
Okay.
I'm playing the back.
Okay, you gonna surrender?
Yeah. Watch out now.
You gonna surrender?
With all that.
But too often, though, we think that surrender in a relationship means to give up, to lay down and be dead, to be powerless. Hi, Gina. Hi, Jeffrey. Please tell Belen hello. Hello, Shahada. Hi, Wendy. We think it means to just give up, to be at a loss, giving into the enemy, But a relationship, you know how every relationship and marriage develops its own love flow. We see different couples, they have their own kind of way that they love each other. And if we give in to the love, not another person, because when we give in to other people, that's very often where we get in abusive relationships.
Right.
Because then it's all about the other person. But if we give into the love, that's how you create your own power. That's how you become a power couple. You know how we see power couples and we think of Barack and Michelle, and we call ourselves the Ozzy and Ruby D of marriage counseling, right? Or you see couples who have businesses together.
They write books together. And
they do. You see them on TV and in magazines together, but that's not a power couple. That is a very, very superficial thing. The power in a relationship, what makes you a power couple, is a good marriage. A good marriage is such a powerful thing. And if you surrender to that, surrender to creating good love, nobody loses. And then I'm still not surrendering to another person. If I surrender to ensuring that I love you, then you don't annoy me so much. Because you annoy me.
For me?
Yeah, sometimes you do. You annoy me.
Why don't I do that?
Oh, really? But so, because you've been on the road past 2 days.
What a love, baby. What a love.
I know, right? I gotta surrender to the love. So, if I surrender to the love and creating that, then no one loses any power. For example, let's say you keep coming to me with an issue. And it's not abusive. I'm not being self-sacrificed. It's not anything sinful. Now, most of you think that if I quit, if I just give in and say, I'm done.
I'm done with that. Right. I'm just done.
You do what you want. I feel like, I lost. But do you really? If I quit fighting, then I surrender to the love. Love wins. And is that such a bad thing for love to win? Thank you, Wendy. Wendy says that's good stuff. I love that you're sharing this with us. Love can win. Because do I really want us to keep fighting?
Right.
Now, this is where the problem comes in. And this is why folks gave this post the side eye. Oh, what you mean surrendering to the love? Hold up. I don't want to be abused. I don't want someone walking over me. But this requires reciprocity.
Right. I mean, because if you're doing it, I am supposed to do it as well, simply for the who are doing it. And I mean, I am supposed to surrender to the love as well.
Exactly, because we're supposed to be creating this love together. We're supposed to be creating this relationship.
Okay.
You know, think of it like a seesaw. You know, you and I, we've never gotten on the seesaw.
Right. I'm a little too big for them seesaws.
And if we got on a seesaw,
I mean, you already about itty bitty, you know. So that is.
Are you finished? Are you finished talking about my minimal height? And so, if we got on a seesaw, it's not going to be balanced because you do weigh more than I do, and you really are going to have to shift your weight so that the seesaw can go up and down. And that's what you have to do to surrender to the love. You've got to shift it. Both of you have to shift your weight, because if you always try to be the one to assert your weight in the marriage because you have more of it, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm getting off this seesaw. And I might pick that seesaw up and we're going to fight.
Don't fight, baby. Don't fight. Don't fight.
We're not going to have any balance. So if your goal is to love and to get along and for it to work, then personal satisfaction is not going to be the goal. Personal satisfaction means you're really going to be hard for me to love.
Right.
I ain't surrendering to your love.
Right.
Because it's all about you.
Right.
Now, what you're going to get is someone who's stubborn.
Right.
Someone who's ready to fight.
Right.
Like I am with seesaw.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe even some bitterness. And then this thing just gets escalated. It seems like at this point, it just gets escalated to a whole nother level.
Right, because and you take the bitterness to the next relationship, because we're not going to last. The seesaw is now split in half. It's not broken.
Right.
And you take you take that bitterness to the next relationship. Right. And so then the last thing.
Right. I'm not checking for love at that point, though.
Well, then what you checking for?
I mean, at this point, I'm just checking for the jump off.
Not the jump off.
Yeah, I'm really.
Jump off.
I'm just looking for the jump off at that point, because why should I? If I'm at this point, I've been tainted, and I have to get my thoughts together about surrendering to love, because somebody didn't love me back.
Right. Someone didn't shift their weight. Right.
To love me back. And so now that actually sets up some resentment and some bitterness. And so why would I look for? I'm looking to get what I want.
Right. Then your focus becomes the personal satisfaction.
Exactly. It's the personal satisfaction. I really don't care nothing about you. At this point, I do, but I don't.
Hi, Brandy. Hi, Kati. You're right. I agree with you, because at that point, it's like you gonna get the hand.
Exactly. And whatever you say, and you hear people will say, but he doesn't act like he cares. She don't act like she cares. She just won't. Some men look at women as gold diggers at that point, because they just want the personal satisfaction. Oh, she just wants somebody to take care of her. She just wants security. And some women think men he's just a dog. He just wants
whatever it is he wants.
Exactly.
He just wants sex. He just wants someone to clean up.
Right.
He just wants someone
to raise his kids.
Into those. We're ready to say, because these are all things that we hear. He just wants someone to be quiet, right, and let him do what he wants. And this is all not a seesaw effect, because all of these things are about personal satisfaction rather than surrendering to the love. Surrendering to the love, because if I surrender to the love, I never lose, never. Rather than keep fighting, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if we fight, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna win. Right. Well,
but then at this point, if we're not surrendering to the love, there's no win-win. People are looking to win and for a loser. Because if we're fighting, because at that point, if we're fighting, we're opposing one another versus cooperating
with one another. And so then that's when we start saying, where's the love?
Right.
And that's not being a power couple at all.
At all.
And because one of the things I want y'all to remember, we ain't going to divulge anyone's business, but many of the people that you see out here, and some of them, not many, some of them you see, out here as power couples, I am here to assure you, they are in marriage counseling.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they have not surrendered to the love. They have surrendered to that image that you are looking
that superficial image. But it's not the love. So they look good on paper together, and they may even get together and do some things that look remarkable or phenomenal. But in their relationship, it's garbage.
Right. Okay. And so Rayanne asked, what if he is narcissistic in his behavior? And I'm going to change that because anyone can be a narcissist. That's not based on gender.
Who's clinically defining somebody being a narcissist?
I know, because I will say this. One of the key things that people throw out is, oh, you're depressed or narcissism. And, my DSM-5, the clinical book that we use as therapists, that book is hundreds of pages thick. There are so many other diagnoses in it other than depression and narcissism. It's not always that. Right. However, I'm going to answer this question. I'm going to tell you, someone who's narcissistic is not going to do the seesaw. They're not going to shift their weight. That's not what
they didn't show up that way.
Right. Exactly. So you were crazy for getting on the seesaw with them.
You got on that seesaw. They didn't show up that way.
Right. Because someone who's a narcissist can be very charming. However, you've seen their narcissistic behavior elsewhere. And if you get on that seesaw with them, that's your fault.
Now, that person that you calling a narcissist, he or she just may have bad behavior.
Right. Because sometimes we really don't know what true narcissism is.
Right.
Because I don't know what to call it. Because I can't get this person to do anything to create love with me. Being with this person always feels like I'm fighting. That doesn't necessarily mean we have narcissism. Right. You might just have somebody who's a butthole.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he might have something else going on, but he may not be trained properly,
right.
We don't really know.
No, we have no idea what their issue is. But surrender to the love, not the person.
Hey, thanks for that question too, though.
It really was a good question.
Yeah, it was.
And this is what makes you a powerful couple. So someone said, so a portion of love is surrendering and providing that person's love language. Yes to all of that. Surrender to creating the love that inspires someone to be in the relationship. Now, I'm going to add this since you asked that, Jennifer. Many people don't want to do that. Why do they don't want to do that? Why? Because I'm in love. This is my relationship. It's my marriage. Because it's time consuming.
Oh, yes.
We've been married 6 months, and I don't feel the chemistry. This is time consuming. This does not happen immediately. And then sometimes it does happen and then it fades away. And then it comes back. And we don't like the fade away part because I want you to make it come back.
Oh, I want you to keep it here.
It's your fault that it left.
Okay, it's your fault that it left. What's your problem? And so that makes the situation even, I won't say it makes it worse. Because what happens is that person, you're not going to remain at that high all the time. It's like the fight or flight. You're not going to remain at that level. It's going to be some mellow out. It's going to be some valleys when you hit the peaks. You're going to hit some plateaus. You're just going to have some, planes don't always just keep ascending. At some point, it has to level off and keep it moving.
And we get uncomfortable with that level off part. Because it's not exciting.
Right.
It's not passionate.
Right.
And so we think there's something wrong with the love. Okay, the love isn't drama-filled. The love isn't sinful. The love is stable. Oh, I love your love. Sometimes creating that is just a consistency is a beautiful thing. Because if those types of love, that type of love, it will allow what you're talking about, this power, this surrender, to develop. And I'll give in to that.
Right. Because it becomes, especially when you learn how to make it consistent.
I'll give in to that.
Yeah, level off is consistency.
Because you don't look extra.
Right.
You don't look like you're trying to do the most.
Right. And you don't look like you really just going to take me for granted.
Right. So I'll
intentionally.
I'll stick it out with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is what we mean by surrendering to the love versus your personal satisfaction. All right. Let us know what you think in the comments. You can find us at www.theclaycouple.com. Please subscribe to our newsletter. Tell your friends, refer your friends, and we just love our Facebook village.
Yes, and also, just so I still got a few more slots open. I opened up a few slots for the Worthy Women Win.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You did. You see what
I opened the slot.
He did for my purpose. Are you surrendering?
I'm surrendering, baby. I did it for your purpose. Okay.
Now suddenly he turned it around, and it's for me.
Right, it's for you, baby. I did this for you, baby. You know. So go to our website and sign up. We still have some few slots at that same price. So please sign up. I think you're gonna love it.
All right, y'all take care. Have a good night.
Assalamu alaikum.